get cracking!
Welcome back to the last game of the night. We got the Dota 2 Champions League Season 3 Power Rangers versus Dream Team 168 right now. DT is leading one game up after a pretty good pushing lineup that they ran. Death Prophet, man. Death Prophet coming back into the meta, and I love it. I love it. Pimpmuckl, he's going to be my co-caster. What do you think about Death Prophet?
I love it.
Nice.
I love it. In best cap impression. No, absolutely, man. ZXC, I only know, really, was impressed by his Magnus plays. And he was busting out those 5-man RPs into 4-man skewers, everyone dying, all that. And suddenly, well, he kind of fell off the radar after leaving Power Rangers. And now, I want to say he's back. Guns blazing. This guy is absolutely on fire. And also, honorable mention, PGG, excellent Sand King. Apart from one, I want to say rather misfortune stun. Everything else was pretty damn on point.
Yeah, it was just, honestly, if we didn't see that stun, you would have thought PGG just played the perfect game. And it just, unfortunately, he had that one herp derp moment that we caught perfectly on camera, but everything else was golden from him. So there was that one epicenter, but honestly, that wasn't his fault. It's hard to sometimes determine the flow of where a team fight is going to end up when you channel to when you actually blink. The team fight is honestly moved, but everything else was completely solid. So, don't blame them whatsoever for picking that one up once again to be put in the hands of PGG, and they're going to grab the Rubik as well. So Power Rangers, though, they're going to get a little bit more offensive, I think, with their lineup this time around. They're picking up the Bane as well as the Mirana. So you may have the Rubik Sand King combo, but my friend Bane Mirana is going to outdo you in damage early on in the laning phase.
Oh, hell yeah, they do. The thing is, oh yeah, actually, that's really good. If you pair that with any sort of disable, and the Shadow Shaman has got 2 of them, that's really nice. You can't actually juggle the sleep too well. You just sleep right after, and suddenly everyone's just going to die. So that's a really strong combination. And I don't see DT going up against this tri-lane. The thing is, however, and we saw it in the last game, Dream Team really liked to lane their Sand King Rubik in the bottom lane, or I want to say in the bottom area, because they were really active. Now, if you're Power Rangers and you aggro tri-lane with this sort of draft, suddenly you're binding those supports on the lane and are completely denying PGG his rather quick Blink Dagger or Arcane Boots.
Yeah, I feel it would be kind of greedy for them to run an aggro try if they put Shadow Shaman as a support there, but honestly, it would be punishing the greed of picking up a Sand King pickup. So honestly, I wouldn't be too bad with it. Shadow Shaman, though, he could also be running a couple different roles here because we may see dual lanes. Maybe Power Rangers just want to keep the Bane Mirana as a tight-knit couple and don't separate them with a third party. We also have the potential here for Shadow Shaman being run as a core, possibly in that mid role. It's something that we've seen before, but it has been punished quite heavily. I don't think teams have really... I mean, that just goes back to an old playstyle where we used to see heroes... in fact, this is really my heyday of Dota 1 back in the day when Undying, Shadow Shaman, and Death Prophet were like the 3 ban-out heroes of all time. And those heroes just gave you so much pushing and team fight power. And I think that's a style of play that teams haven't really done so much with when it comes to the mid-roll. Like, I think we're running a lot safer mids than we used to. We used to run, like, these kind of heroes, like Shadow Shaman, Death Prophet mid all the time, who are really, really good laners. They're really not that bad at all, but they're really susceptible to ganks is the big issue.
Yeah, nowadays it's way more about the active rotations all around the map, because if we're checking now the mid lane, suddenly it's all about bottle crowing. DK, one of those heroes, he's just not viable at all if you can't bottle crow. Breathe Fire, that's so good to see, it's so good to harass. And you're a melee, and back in the day, you mentioned it, the only real viable mid hero, and I mean, there were a few, but the only one really coming to my mind was Kunkka, because he's got so much rest that he can just harass out everyone there is. So it was a completely different meta. And I want to say, while it was completely different, it was more predictable. But how we have it right now with those very active supports, that's something I really enjoy seeing, because there's going to be kills all over the map. Sometimes it's a bit of a farm fest, but still, there's going to be rotations. Pretty much no team just AFK farms for like 15 minutes. There's always something to be happening. And, well, so far, Power Rangers with a rather active supports picking up. They come online very early on. So, yeah, maybe you're going to see some rotations here.
Yeah, definitely possible. It's all about that smoke up, and actually, as I say that, that was really the item that broke up the meta primarily during that time when we were running so greedy with our mids. Smoke came in with the next patch and just completely destroyed the running squishy mids like that, being punished pretty heavily by any sort of rotations. Dream Team, they go ahead and pick themselves up in Nature's Prophet here, so picking up a little bit of split push and also a little bit of extra team fight. Like, being able to have that Fury on ult will add in some additional damage. Not as much as many other offlaners, to be sure, but if they have the other 4 heroes be strong enough in their team fight, you've got just this kind of overwhelming combo that the 4 heroes can force a push while Nature's Prophet is split pushing, and he can address one lane, the other 4 can address the other. They take a team fight. Nature's Prophet is still there with the teleport and his Fury on ultimate, and just able to take a lot of towers early on. Power Rangers, though, they get themselves a Doom now. And, I don't feel that this Doom pickup is, like, normally we see Doom nowadays picked up primarily, it was like Ember Spirit, Storm Spirit. There's not really one hero that is going to be really countered out by the Doom. Like, obviously the Sand King, that'd be great if you can get close enough to get a Doom before he burrow strikes in epicenters and that sort of thing. Kind of unlikely. Nature's Prophet, obviously his survivability is nilch when he's silenced up like that. But no, neither the 1 nor the 2 has been picked up by Dream Team. And we'll see whether or not. Well, Tidehunter, that's another example of a hero that is not going to be taking too much out of the Doom.
I'm not sure if the Doom gets removed by Kraken Shell. I don't think so.
No,
right?
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Right. So that's a really surprising pickup then. Because usually with the Tidehunter, you know what, it doesn't matter what happens. It straight up doesn't matter that you are going to get your Ravage off, even if you get initiated. So with a Doom, you don't. So that's a crazy pickup. But still, you mentioned it. There is no hero being hard counted. I want to say if you find the Sand King before he can actually just jump in, that's a huge win. If you delay the Sand King ultimate by 15 to 18 seconds, that is a really big deal. But apart from this, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's just unlikely that most of the time Sand King and Tidehunter will be initiating on you, and if anything, they'll get off all their abilities before you're able to Doom. So, I just feel like it's more just like a big tanky hero that is able to survive through team fights. I think Power Rangers are feeling a lot of aggression coming out from Dream Team right now. And, the other interesting thing about this, I saw Tidehunter, I was like, oh, off lane. I forgot we already have a Furion. So the laning phase is going to be kind of weird here. It's either a Sand King or a Tidehunter core. I would prefer to see a Tidehunter. But I guess that would be a Tidehunter mid or an aggro try with Rubik, Sand King, and Tidehunter. We'll have to see how they want to run this. Axe is going to be picked up by Power Rangers. That's going to be their offlane hero.
I would have said Tidehunter mid against the Doom. Because currently, if you have a melee in the mid lane and the Titan can just anchor smash away, it is just too much. It's essentially an enfeeble level 2 from the get-go. It is so good. And if you have a Doom without any sort of damage, his animation isn't bad per se, but if you don't deal any damage, even the best animation can't help you at all to CS, so the Tidehunter is going to win his lane against the melee mid. But now, there's another competitor on the battlefield, the X. I mean, is it going to be an off-lane X? Is it going to be safe lane X? Mid lane? What?
I'm thinking Doom safe lane, Axe run off lane, and Mirana in the middle. Now, Tidehunter can still run up against that. He won't have that big advantage that we were talking about earlier with the splash, but he will be tanky enough to survive through the harassment, and he will have a damage lead. But now the SF being picked up by Dream Team, a lot of aggression there. Early physical damage helps out the pushing a lot, and also has a significant amount of team fight as long as he does well in the laning phase.
I have no idea what's happening. Shadowfiend, he's picked up by Nubik, and Nubik is usually the #1 carry player, and he was playing the Viper and the safe lane in the last game. So maybe you're going to see a safe lane farming Shadowfiend and off lane H Prophet mid Tidehunter, but then it all comes down once again to the Power Rangers because Scannel picking up the Doom, so it very well could be a mid Doom, and then I think the Tidehunter in the mid lane is going to be exactly the call you need to make.
Yeah, if that ends up being the matchup, I think Dream Team are going to be pretty happy with themselves. I don't think it's really necessary here. I mean, I think they should really see this coming. The whole Tidehunter versus Doom matchup and how poorly that can go for the Doom. I think they can just easily put Doom in the safe lane, run Mirana there instead. But either way, I think Tidehunter mid is going to be a win for them. But we'll see the lanes pan out. We'll see whether or not Power Rangers, right now, they are going to be 5-manning into their own jungle. See if they can just keep their pulls alive. Obviously, that's super important for PGG, who wants to pull, pick up level 3, and then stack, and farm up that hard camp. So being able to prevent any early warding, any sort of invasion into their jungle early on is the best thing you can do.
Yeah, exactly. When you're running a safe liner and you anticipate the aggro try, as an aggro try, you really do not want to go up against any sort of stacks happening, because suddenly your enemy's level 2 and you're still level 1 and you're going to lose the lane. And if you lose an aggro try lane, the game is going to go south real fast. So yeah, this is just something very smart to do. Don't let anyone get your wards up here and just defend your own jungle. It's pretty nice. We've got a DC going on, but looks like he's going to be back very soon. So also interesting to know, double wards picked up on the Rubik. So if they know there is a ward planted down, and this all comes back down to anticipation of the aggro try, they're just going to go ahead and deward this. And especially this area is going to be really crucial to keep control on.
Right, yeah, just being able to stop, being able to see that kind of vision of any sort of rotations into the jungle. You could see already the drawing coming out from Bane. He's like, all right, guys.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. So Duel Lane going to be coming out from them for now. I'm sure the Shadow Shaman's going to be making that rotation soon. Doom is going to be mid. He is going to be mid versus that Tidehunter. I really don't like an aggro try here. I'm not a big fan of Shadow Shaman in this aggro try. But I don't think dual lanes are really going to cut it for them.
So a dual lane mid against the Tidehunter would work out nicely, I want to say. But in the bottom, I don't see this happening at all.
Yeah.
Because the Sand King, it gives you the freedom of the Sand King. Just go into the jungle and stack from time to time. Rubik and the Shadow Fiend are going to be okay to go up against the tri-lane of, the dual lane of PR. Because you can still juggle away the Nightmare.
Right.
And there's no way you're going to hit an arrow, so yeah.
Yeah, with two different range heroes, it's rather easy for you to be able to dodge those arrows and can't reconnect. So we're going to have a remake. Remake time. I'm going to wait till the rest of them leave. Just because I always get kind of nervous about this. Come on.
Then you leave the game and suddenly, oh, we're actually good to go. Let's go.
Yeah, all right. There we go. The rest of the people are leaving now. I was kind of nervous about all of Dream Team still just kind of sitting there. So wait for the It's unfortunate though. It's unfortunate. We could have done a whole new intro, but because I have to locally record when we do Daily Motion stuff, can't really. It's right, Maelstrom. You get down there.
Sneaky boy.
Maelstrom. I was calling Maelstrom. That's right. I took that top slot. I did it. It's always a battle between us and the Russians to see who could get that top slot. Except for the Join Dota in the specific ones. This one, like D2CL, it's like it can go either way. It's whoever gets there first. So it's always a race.
It's always a race.
And now you guys can view my awesome Doom wallpaper from the free-to-play. The free-to-play sets. So legit.
Kunkkas are too good. Kunkkas are just way too good. The load screens.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So much nostalgia.
His pack is amazing. For like 99 cents, you get 3 different wallpapers.
Oh, yeah.
It is
so
hot
good.
Stuff.
And each and every one is like so good.
Mm-hmm.
The only one I don't really love is the cop one, but still, it is, I don't know, especially the one with his battle scene. It is so nice. And we've got an all pick, so we didn't fail the adminning. That's nice. Everyone else is not picking the heroes yet, but man, what can you expect?
Yeah, they're not doing the alt enter deal. Someday I'm going to
flame an alt chat. Yeah, you do that.
Just flame the ever living hell out of them. Like, you noobs. Alt enter.
You can do that in JDL because it's your league. Like.
Exactly. That's how I'll do it in JDL. Especially since second season. Hey, second season of Join Dota League has started.
Woo!
You should go check that out. A lot of good games coming up. Unfortunately, I don't think Toby and I are going to be able to cast any of them. Seriously, so busy. We are.
I did what? I did like 60
so
games in the first
busy.
season.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Well done, Pimpmuckl. Well played, sir. Well
Hashtag
played.
dedication. Just saying.
Hashtag hard work. Do you want to know what my TI4 qualifier schedule is going to look like?
One game.
No. No. The exact opposite.
Really?
I have ESL,
Yeah.
the ESL like semis and grand finals still to do for China. Toby won't be here. He'll be in Sweden. I have to cast TI4. There are TI4 qualifier games that I will have to cast. So my schedule on the calendar right now is basically me casting all night long into the morning, and then I get like a 5-hour break. I take a nap. I take a nap in the studio. I then cast TI4. I think that the China stuff is in the morning. Yeah, it's all in the morning. So
Yeah.
all during the day, right? I get a 5-hour break, take a nap,
Oh
wake
my
back
God.
up, cast TI4 all through the night,
What?
have a 4-hour break, back to ESL.
How is
Do
your voice
that.
gonna do this?
Another 5-hour break, dude. It's just gonna be. I'm just gonna have
You
a
gotta
really.
outsource some of this shit.
I'm gonna have
I mean,
a
there's
really
no way.
tough 2 days. No, it's well, we can outsource it, man. We got so much. We're covering every single game from the TI4 qualifiers. So
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
it's
I
gonna be
know.
a fairly interesting first 2 days. But then I have 2 days off because just the way the TI4 qualifiers work. So I'll be
Are
able
you
to.
sure?
I'll be able to sleep for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, thank God. But are you sure your voice is gonna do this? Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna die.
I will be. I'll be drinking tons of orange juice before, like a good week before. I'll be just like stocking up on vitamin C, and then drinking tea every single day. Oh, this is an interesting play. You see what FNG did?
That's a sweet one.
He just brought the one range creep. The range creep is just not going to be there with the rest of the wave. That's a really expensive way to do that, though.
Yeah.
Cogs is
Giving-
worth it because it's
Yeah.
50 mana, and you also grab more than one creep. Not so sure about just the one nightmare, but if they can keep the creep wave back, it's worth it.
Yeah. Also, one last thing before we're actually heading down to the
Yes.
action. Go get Granini or HSC.
I don't know the words you just said.
HSC. That's a really good. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. FNG getting lifted up in the air. Tries to. No, he actually nightmares PGG. That's a nice arrow, though. FNG, 2 more right clicks. He needs 1 more. Can they get it, though? He's too tanky. He's a Bane.
get it!
4 armor. Hell yeah. And now it's a turnaround here.
Yep.
Maybe not.
Well, Moon, he can't quite do enough damage. He's got an arrow up in another 2 seconds, but goes to show that dual lane not going to work out. Now that Shadow Shaman's here, they definitely could have used him about 30 seconds ago. They would have been very timely rotation in for a good pickoff on that Rubik. But, oh well. No first blood to be found just yet, and it's going to be a 1v1 scenario. Doom versus Nubik's Shadow Fiend. And that will leave the the Furion at our top up against the Axe. So this tri-lane coming out with the Tide Hunter, I think you should still be able to win this.
Yeah, I want to say this is still going to be a good lane here. Yeah, definitely. The question is, what do you make of a Tidehunter as a core? Do you go Blink Dagger and Arcane Boots and then, I don't know, something into Refresher, maybe Shivas? Because if you rush Refresher right after your Blink, you're not going to have the mana for it. It is way too expensive, and the Ravage mana cost is also way too big, so you need something done. And I'm not sure what you're going to do, but, well, we're going to find out really soon, I guess.
FNG right now, he's interrupting the pull, so smart play by him. Going to see if PGG is doing any stacking, but again, that's super aggressive play by him. That's twice now that he's played, I think, a little bit too aggressive in this tri-lane. Fortunately, though, he was able to get away, drags the creep wave in. Same time, we do have a little bit of pulling going on. Afterlife, he's trying to not only just farm the lane, but also farm the jungle at the same time because he knows he can't win a straight man fight up against this Axe. So he's trying to get as much gold and experience as he can early on so he can start leaving the laning phase.
Yeah, also very aggressive play from the X. He's picking up very early boots, and look at this Cheshire Cat already. He knows he has to spin to win, but with a pseudo-random chance, you can actually rely on getting some spins one way or the other. In like 20 hits, you're good to get 3 to 5 spins most of the time, like 80% or something. It's really good now, so yeah. It is actually going to be helping out X a lot. Only in the jungle, it's sometimes really weird.
Searching around once again. Trying to grab. Oh, they may go for it here. FNG is going to be hit by the telekinesis. Double burrow strike going down. And now they're going to go for the kill real quickly on FNG. Arrow's going to land on ZXC. They first get the first blood on PGG.
Ooh,
now. Oh, no. Rubik, he's going to go down as well. Good anchor smash is going to be able to delete some of that damage. But Ether Shock, too strong, man. Double kill for J4. ZXC trying to catch up.
Oh,
But he has no more anchor smash. Even if he did get close enough, there's just no way he's going to be able to pick up that kill. So he's just copping a good amount of extra damage there. Now we have Sand King coming in. ZXC overextended himself. He's going to have to potion up. Burrow Strike as well being laid down by PGG. And well played there. In middle lane, it looks like we saw Doom able to kill the SF without actually using Doom. He was still level 5 when he got that kill, which is really surprising.
That was really well played on his part. Scandal using Ensnare as well as your raised dead
look at
ability
top.
from...
Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, God. The sleeping fails. The sleeping fails. So what happened there is that he tried to Berserker's Call, but I believe you still stay slept through Berserker's Call. So the Furion, like, was trying to attack him, but he was slept. And Cheshire Cat then, obviously attacks the Furion, thinking that Berserker's Call was going to take away that sleep, but that just wasn't the case. It's a weird interaction.
Didn't see this one yet, but to be honest here, I didn't see too much X. I mean, X, he's now more stable, and meanwhile top lane, in the mid lane actually, Newbig. Yeah, and this is exactly what happened early on. It was just a very nice, well-timed net, and if you raise that creeps, just doing some mad work, because those creeps, they've got a really good damage type, and we don't have that in... I mean, we have that in Dota 2, just it's not on the visual side. We can't see the damage types, but those few minions of the race set, they're doing some crazy work. They've got so much DPS. And yeah, Scandal picking up another kill in the mid lane, so... Actually, FNG picked this one up, but still, you're gonna win the mid this way.
PGG was looking to loop around behind Moon. I was too busy admiring that golden Greevel. Those damn Greevils. They're so funny looking.
Oh, hell yeah.
Especially the naked one. Naked one is the most hilarious one of all. And Nubik's going to get caught once again. There goes the Hex. Now the follow-up Shackles, not in range. And Scandal's being forced to move back. SF feeling the pressure, as you should be trying to stop the SF early on in the laning phase, because if you don't, he's just going to explode and farm. You could already see he's sitting second in the CS4 despite 2 different deaths. Axe is the only hero leading him so far. And Cheshire Cat, honestly, Cheshire Cat, that's kind of rigged, because Cheshire Cat's actually picked up a lot of treants from the Furion. So it's a little unfair, honestly. He should be top of the board.
Yeah, exactly. Still, his net worth is looking rather good, Cheshire Cat, and one other net worth is looking really fine, and that's going to be Scandals. He picks up 1 kill, as well as an assist in the mid lane, and also has got really good farm. Even though not having the best CS, he's got 11 D-Nice. He's really controlling this lane so well. And, well, now he has to be rather careful, because there's going to be Rubik. What the hell is Rubik doing there? That's a very offensive sleep, I want to say. How in the earth are they going to be getting this kill?
I have no idea what FNG was like. Oh, I got him, guys. And they're like, that's the tier 1 tower, bro. It's 6.5 minutes in. We aren't diving that tower this early. Jesus. Calm down. They're going to start invading the jungle, though. Maybe they can catch out PGG. And this time, it's going to be a good sleep. Oh, no. Where's the counter ward? They don't have it. Scorched Earth, maybe? Oh, PGG, he's going to be forced to burrow strike here. Gets off the brain sap, and now gets gushed up. Good Doom going down on ZXC. FNG will fall, but it looks like ZXC is going to lose his life in the process. He's going to take out from the Doom. Moon coming in. He does have Starfall, which is going to finish off him. Afterlife. Where's the arrow? Arrow's going to be thrown out way off course there, but still able to stay alive. Both Moon and the Shadow Shaman get out. Scandal may go down here, as he might get thrown on the cliff. No, just throws him back on the staircase and doesn't go for the kill there. So Moonlight Shadow as well, just protecting Doom a little bit more. And Power Rangers, good rotation by them. 2-7, 7.5 minutes in. Not only did they win that little bit of skirmish, but the whole entire time Cheshire Cat was getting bigger and bigger by farming top.
Yeah, also J4, he was staying smoked up right next to those trees, and he was just leeching a bit of experience, and now he's level 6. So this smoke was popped as a defensive measure to just get the hell away in the bottom lane. And suddenly, we've got a level 6 Shadow Shaman on the board when every other support in the game is still level 4. So suddenly, you're gonna have so much DPS in those team fights. And also, if you don't need the Master Serpent Ward, you can just pop a tower with it, and that's no problem at all.
You can see FNG just picked up an Invis rune. He is level 4, like you mentioned earlier. But with the right sleep, they may try and go on a kill. Top lane, I love the fact that Cheshire Cat is just going behind the tower, knowing that he can, honestly. Maybe he can. He's getting countered out by Nubik. Great juke away through that little bit of tree area, but still going to get caught in the end.
That was optimistic. Also optimistic is FNG right now.
Yeah,
he's looking for Afterlife.
Moon's on his way, but if Afterlife just keeps on moving, there's no way they'd be able to get it within arrow range.
Yeah, well...
They caught out the Invis rune. I believe they caught out the Invis rune earlier with that ward at top, so that's probably why they're playing so passive in the mid and the jungle backing up like that. So smart rotations here from Dream Team, but we are going to have a 4-man heading into the bottom lane where PGG was hoping to be able to pick up a little bit of farm. He's going to hide in the jungle right now. FNG may go for the dive here, just laying down the Serpent Wards for now. We're going to have some teleports coming in. First is going to lead ZXC, the big old tanky hero. Arrow's going to miss. And they should just be able to clean up the wards. Afterlife came in on the side there. He's going to get cleaned up real quickly. ZXC threatening the Ravage there. Not going to throw it just yet. May think about if too many heroes come in. Now going for the Ravage. Left up. Doom goes out.
Wow,
and now they just countered him out. PGG, ZXC, they're all in trouble. Gets off a great burrow strike there, but PGG, Arrow, going to be able to smoothly dodge past that one. Still being chased though. Scandal hoping to get in range. PGG should be able to live. Now Nubik is coming in range here, but they have a lot of tanky heroes. There goes FNG, tanking that burrow strike and does fall. Cheshire Cat getting close up range right next to Nubik, and this is bad. Scandal, the rest of them, and they will be able to pop Nubik real quickly. And that rotation by the Shadow Fiend, not worth it. If anything, all they got was the Bane there. Hardly worth it, especially for the Shadow Fiend, who wasn't even a part of the kill. That was just burrow strike killing FNG.
What the hell happened there? I mean, why would a Shadow Fiend rotate at all after having a terrible start? So yeah, a bit of a miscommunication, I guess. Everyone was expecting everyone to be there and actually fight. Because if you're fighting against an X who's creep skipping his heart out, you need many people to defend your towers. Otherwise, the X is just going to go ahead and get your towers, get everything there is, and then you can just fight. Or you can't if you're on the side of the Dream Team right now. So yeah. Well played so far from the Power Rangers. They're leading in kills, 11 for 4, and also the gold is not looking too shabby either. So they got so much out of the lanes, and the Trico's also sitting on top of the net worth.
ZXC, he's going to be hit by the arrow. Now the follow-up, Fiend's Grip. Oh, he doesn't have enough mana now. That may have been an issue here. ZXC still has a Ravage. He can go for the kill on Moon and will throw it down. Moon may drop here. Oh my god, he lived with 6 health, and now ZXC will fall. Furion might have been thinking about trying to get a Brave teleport, but he's not going to go for it. Moon. Yeah, the Moonlight Shadow. Just making sure he doesn't get caught out by the Furion or the Furion ult.
Yeah, and now on the top of this Moonlight Shadow's initiation in mid lane here, Nubik. Oh, Rubik actually stole the Scorched Earth, but that's all there is to it. Scandal getting lifted up, and that's a big kill. If they get him, it's a nice Sprout, it's perfect, and suddenly Nature's Prophet 650 gold going his way. So he's looking rather good now. After a terrible start on the side of DT, they're just making the small steps to come back, but it's a long road ahead.
Yeah, it certainly is, especially with the Axe just now picking up his Blink Dagger. He slowed it down a little bit earlier by choosing to go and earn. He actually was like not far away from the amount of gold he needed, but now with Earn up and a Blink Dagger up by 12 minutes, he is looking damn scary. He's going to be making that rotation. They will see him from that one ward, and you could see Nubik already backing away, but it might not be in time since the Blink Dagger's up. Going to go for the dive here. Here comes the arrow, lands on Nubik and dunks him. Cheshire Cat bursts down that hero. We have Furion throwing down a Sprout, but that is nothing. Top lane looks like J4 was able to claim that tier 1 tower with wards. ZXC could do little about that one. So they're about to pick up 2 different wards here. J4 may have to hug these Serpent Wards just to prevent the Furion from going on. The Afterlife was caught out though. Arrow's going to come in, but they still finish him off despite the fact it misses. 5-14, Power Rangers really pressing this advantage and should be able to take 2 different tier 1s off of that.
Yeah, they certainly looking very posed to take the tier 1 in the mid lane, and there's just not too much defending it. They can try to make stuff happen with the Rubik, but what can you really steal? We're just going to be changing the game here. Mass Up and Wards are not going to be the one to steal here. They are on cooldown for another 50 seconds, so they don't have this at the disposal. Power Rangers that is, but still, they don't need it. And, well, look at FNG. He's finding the Rubik, and bye-bye. That's an arrow to your face, and that's a very easy kill. Well, well, well. Suddenly, when I was praising
Oh,
them,
Cheshire Cat. That was a smart one. You see where he's at right now? He was trying to hook the trees as much as possible because he knew the Sand King was teleporting in this area. He was hoping to be able to get a call through those trees, but Sand King was a little bit far away to that short range of Berserker's call and couldn't quite snag it. Decent
really
idea, though, by Cheshire Cat. Top lane's going to be pushing in, though.
Yeah, and they've got so many items now ready to go, as well as J4 is looking for a blink deck, and we're just 30 minutes in. He was playing, I'm not sure if he was really the 4 position. He kind of was, but also the Bane's got 1k gold in the bank, so both supports on the side of Power Rangers are actually kind of okay-ish farmed. Bane obviously not that farmed, but I mean, he's playing the 5, and now double blink deckers coming out for each team, one of them, and wait a second, where is Sand King? Sand King's got one as well.
Yeah, Sand
Wow.
King PGG is going to be
Moon.
able to find Moon here. Moon has to leap right now. Doesn't get it in time. Had to press the button just a little bit sooner there. Gets caught out and gives Starfall to the Rubik's. Starstorm, excuse me. So he's going to be happy with that little bit of extra nuking action. Question is whether or not they want to defend their Tier 1 tower here. Cheshire Cat, Tier 1 tower goes down in middle. Oh, man, this is actually a huge influx of gold. They're going to try and fight this. Cheshire Cat is coming in. He's the most important hero right now. He's so damn tanky, trying to get close, running after him. Now going to get the call. Might just be able to pop the Rubik, but here comes the epicenter, chasing him down, does get the Ravage on top of it, and will be able to finish off Cheshire Cat. Now going to go for Scandal, who already doomed up ZXC, fighting up against him. Now goes for the PGG as well, who's held up. No, great ward trap. Nubik's going to fall. He gets a return kill, but the arrow will claim his life. At the end of the day, PGG was able to blink out. 8-18, 15 minutes in, a 2-for-3 exchange, not bad for Power Rangers at all. They may have lost Cheshire Cat, but honestly, after you have the Blink Dagger, there's not much else you really want to get.
Yep, but for some unknown reasons, in the mid lane, there was a courier being sniped, and it was Power Rangers one. There is nothing in it, but still, that's a bit of gold going the way of DT, and, well, I'm just checking the gold graph right now. It's still looking very grim, but if they kind of stabilize here a bit, it can still go the other way around. PGG, he's such a big factor in those fights with his Blink Dagger, and oh my god, really?
Brain Sap, follow up, right click, Moon's got it. He's got it, and Rubik may be in trouble. Starstorm's going to go down. He stole Brain Sap, which means he's going to be fine. In fact, it's Moon in trouble. Last nuke comes in. Oh, Cheshire Cat gets a 4-man call. Who can he kill? Furion's down. Dunk on the Rubik. Keeps on going. Nubik getting low. Another dunk. Wow. Keeps on rolling through. Trucking after hero. He's getting low, though. ZXC needs that extra bit of armor. Good sleep. And Cheshire Cat on his way out. Oh, maybe thinking about returning, but I don't think you really want to do that just yet. Has a bunch of earn charges if he wants to go for it. Sheep now double charge once again. The arrow's going to come in, hits Afterlife, dunks on him, and now going on ZXC. We have a lot of heroes coming back, though, for Dream Team. They're going to be able to get a 2-man stun. ZXC, another anchor smash, finishes off that goddamn axe, and will be able to escape with his life in the process. Bane went down from that anchor smash as well. But that was one hell of a team fight, man. No, J4, it's not over yet. PGG, Burst Strike. Oh, so slow on that one. Did not see the teleporting away Shatter Shaman in time. Is going to be going for the Mirana here. Has a blink up. Did he see him? I don't think he saw Moon.
Looks like he's okay.
That's unfortunate.
Man, I didn't see a 4-man call yet, I think, in my life.
It's tough to get those kind of calls.
It has no AoE.
Yeah, it's such a small AoE.
Crazy. I'm just completely blown away. Cheshire Cat, man. This guy, he's no cat.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that the team fight extended so long, or else it would have been clearly in Power Rangers' favor. It's just those low death timers means that heroes were coming back. The Sand King came back into the fight at the right time and actually got a couple of kills for them. So it wasn't a total disaster for Dream Team, but it certainly was a great team fight for Power Rangers to take. Getting themselves now was at 10,000 experience lead, but after those last couple of kills towards the end, only 8,000 and about an 8,000 gold lead as well. So Power Rangers well in the driver's seat of this game, controlling the tempo, and it looks like they're not going to stop yet as they keep on pushing in, putting pressure on Dream Team, making sure the SF doesn't form a comeback. As I say that, though, Nature's Prophet got picked off at the bottom lane. Cheshire Cat found him. Now going to go for Nubik as well, and he may actually get this kill. He's got the offensive earn, doesn't have enough spins, though. If he actually had just one spin, he might have been able to throw down the call. PGG looks like he epicentered on the Shadow Shaman, only getting that one kill, though. And,
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, because they're going to get wards and tier 2 denied.
Exactly, yeah, that's actually the big idea here. So, one more thing, though. Early on, we were talking about the kill. And the kills were 8 for 18, and then it was 10 for 23 or something. So while it was still not the worst fight for DT, they lost so much from it. And well, the gold graph is really telling a story here. We're just 80 minutes in, and that's so much gold going with FPR. DT still, it was a nice exchange here in the top lane, just getting a deny on the tier 2. But it's all about the map control as well. If you have such an active lineup, if you have an Axe who's sporting a Blink Dagger, as well as J4, as like same story, and then you have a Doom who kind of wants to be active. I mean, you can play him as a farmer, and Scandal is doing a good job getting some CS, but still he wants to be active. Same with the Mirana and the Bane. So your whole team relies on a lot of openings, and if you have the map control, that's great.
Surprised they're going to go with this one. Oh, that's why. They stole Serpent Wards earlier. Rubik has it, and they're going to try Roshan rather than try and take down a tower with it. And I think that's a pretty smart idea. It's sneaking it in. Cheshire Cat, though, he seems pretty aware of this one. He's blink. Oh, I think he's actually blinking to try and catch out middle, and he doesn't know if that Roshan's going on. This is crazy. Now the blink in from Nubik is going to be able to scrap the Aegis, and all of a sudden Cheshire Cat's like, oh, hold on. They were in the Roche pit. They were right there. I had no idea. Great play there from Dream Team. Now Cheshire Cat going to be held up. Tried to pursue in. Takes a huge amount of damage. Moonlight Shadow may go off in time to protect him. Gets blocked off a little bit. Doom is going to go on ZXC. Big old Golden Doom is going to be able to finish off that Tide Runner and keep on moving. Now we have Shadow Shaman catching out Afterlife. Will be able to secure a second kill rather easily as Cheshire Cat comes in and dunks him. Rubik is going to be next on the chopping block. He falls, and it might even be Nubik. Here comes PGG, though. Epicenter of his life. Can he defend this Shadow Fiend? He can't wake up Nubik in time. Moon might just walk away from this one. He's going to get down the arrow. Nubik's going to fall. The Sand King's going to go down as well. The SF may come back and get one hero kill, but he's going to be surrounded by heroes. Good blink away. PGG actually gets out with a blink as well. Cheshire Cat, though. He's on hot pursuit, has a call. If he gets this call, he will be able to get it. Shadow Fiend gets off his ultimate. Still not able to finish off anybody. Good sleep, though. Brain Sap goes down, and Nubik quickly goes down, not even finishing off Scandal with that last death animation. So a team wipe going the way of Power Rangers, and they did not lose a single hero off of that.
It all comes down to Cheshire Cat. He blinked in, was like, holy shit, there's like 5 people there. Went back, actually Berserker's Call for the additional armor. And then what happened? Well, oh, wait a second. Afterlife, he's getting caught out here. FNG, he's got a Fiend Script. Where's the arrow? There it is. Slams him right back in the face of Afterlife. And that's another good kill here. Moon has to be very careful not to get killed, but he's got too much armor. So back to my point. Cheshire Cat.
What?
What?
Oh my god, ZXC just blew the Ravage. He just blew the Ravage in pursuit of Cheshire Cat, and even then, it would have been a very, very hard to get kill. If he had stunned up the Axe, maybe Rubik would have gotten in range. And then you have the Telekinesis Fade Bolt, but even then, that Axe is damn tanky for sure, so that was pretty questionable play.
That was crazy. I was watching and was like, no way it's gonna. Oh, he is really. And the X got away. No kills for you that day. So actually, screw my point earlier on. Who cares about talking about earlier team fights, because there's kills to be had. Speaking of, PGG running away, popping a sandstorm. He's gonna be going in this. Blinks away. TP's back to the base. Gonna be completely fine for the time being. Another TP is. Oh wow. Is he actually going for the BKB, or is this gonna be the making of an Aghanim Scepter?
On who?
PGG.
I would have to say I think you need Aghanims right now. I think you're suffering too much in damage. Like, for example, that last situation where he hit that big epicenter but didn't kill anybody. He gets a little bit of extra damage out of an Aghanim Scepter. Those heroes will die. Like, he probably would have picked up a double kill there. So I would just so much rather prefer to see a Veil of Discord. So I don't think, though, that a BKB, like normally I would say BKB, but I don't think it's really necessary this game. Like, if he's going to get caught out, he's dead. Like, I don't think a BKB is going to save you. You have Fiend Script and Doom. Either one of those abilities will still be able to hold you in. PGG, though, he's going to get caught by the call. Two-man call. Cheshire Cat setting up easy kills. ZXC trying to get away. But I have a faith he's not making it anywhere, man. He's going to get a nice little cleanse there from his armor, but turns around, embraces his death. And just tries to create a little bit extra room for this top lane where Afterlife was pushing in. Oh, Cheshire Cat. Afterlife ducked into the little tiny corner. Oh, again, Jesus.
I mean, to be fair, what can you really... You can't use anything if there's no creeps there.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, we can't fault J4 at all. It's just how it works. And they're getting a lot of damage on this tier 3. And that's really, really good. They're not really on the timer, considering they have Mirana as well as the Doom. And an X who's... I mean, he's not scaling great, but he's got such a nice sword. And somehow, some way, he is just finding so many kills. And is just creating so much space. So it's not the biggest of deal if the X still goes late. Against the Shadow Fiend, though, and an Nature's Prophet, I don't want to say you have the late game, but you kind of want to finish it before everyone gets like 6 slaughtered. So yeah, that's a good idea to just use the wards. You're going to be getting a lot of damage on those tier 3s and, well, creating a bit more space on the map.
I'm not so sure about how Dream Team are going to be able to come back into this game. Like, looking at it, they're just like you said, the Doom and the Mirana, those are going to be decent enough semi-carries to be able to combat anything that Dream Team has. Like, as long as the SF is not massively ahead, Cheshire Cat's taking a lot of damage right now. Trapped inside the Sprout now, Moonlight Shadow's going to go. He's going to be able to get that invis.
Oh, man.
And walking away for free there. And what should have been a free kill, and Dust comes out way too late. Rubik was on his way as fast as he possibly could, but doesn't get there in time. And once again, Moonlight Shadow plays pretty havoc on Dream Team.
Also, one thing to note here, the experience lead is on a ridiculous 20k. Now, the deal is, X, he's got his level 3 ultimate and the Doom as well. And Doom on level 1, that's already pretty good, right? 15-second duration, a little bit of DPS, and yeah, you know, you just can't use anything, right? On a level 3 Doom, suddenly you're also dealing with 70 DPS. That is a ridiculous amount of damage, considering it is burning for 15 seconds. So suddenly you not only have to leave the fights, you also have to get the hell out of there and regenerate all your health back up, otherwise you can't fight. A Shadow Fiend is going to be completely and utterly useless, even though he's got a BKB. So, I want to say, PR, this experience lead is really a big deal.
I think you're totally right, man. Power Rangers, they're well ahead in this game, and it's up to Dream Team to try and force this next fight. Like, they just have to go all in right now. Scandal, stunned up by PGG. At the same time, Rubik is going to be grabbing this Bane, throwing him up on the cliff. Scandal thinking about maybe going for the Doom here, just beating on the Rubik for now. Scorcher is going to be used by him. Ravage goes off, but the BKB was already activated. Nubik is in trouble. He's going to fall. Might be that Rubik takes out here. We have Epicenter coming in from the side, but still trying to go on the Doom. Will be able to slow him down enough, but the Shadow Fiend still takes out there. I can't believe he tried to go for that one rather than the rest of the team. Now he's going to be held up. Scandal still staying alive. ZXC can't finish him off. Cheshire Cat will dunk on him and keeps on moving forward. 4 heroes down, and that's going to be 5th as well. Would not be surprised to see Dream Team call the GG call, seeing as that we're almost a 20,000 gold lead right now from Power Rangers. They just won a great team fight without losing a single hero, and they're in a great position to take Tier 2 and possibly even push into Tier 3 as well.
Yeah, and once again, Cheshire Cat, his ultimate is so crucial in those fights. He's spotting Negative Scepter, he's got a 6-second cooldown, so he can just throw it out whenever he wants to. Even for the damage, it's going to be completely fine. 300 magical damage. You don't even need to dunk people with it and kill them right there. You can just throw it out, so that's so big. The speed buff is also coming into play hugely. They got the Sand King pick off just because of it. Otherwise, it would have been a bit more of a... I want to say of a scrappy defense from Dream Team, but still, getting a tier 2, that's pretty good, and you can just fall back, wait for the Roshan. It's going to be up in, I want to say 30 seconds to 3.5 minutes. I think the timer, yeah, I'm actually reading the timer right, wonderful, the new one is still completely crazy. And yeah, that's, well, Power Rangers, after not looking too hot in the first game, they're just making a big statement here.
You know, I gotta say, I'm loving this this Maelstrom. Excuse me, not Maelstrom, because it's not the important item. Mjolnir pickup for Axe. I love seeing the active on an Axe. It is hilarious. And especially like an over-leveled Axe versus some of these squishy supports is hilarious. Take a look at Rubik's health. Two-thirds. Like, his kill threshold for Culling Blade is 2/3 of Rubik's health. That is insane. Really good blinking action there from Cheshire Cat. Still able to get away. Furion could not quite catch him. And, whoa, big items. BKB is now up on FNG, meaning he doesn't have to worry about the Epicenter or the Ravage, and nothing will stop him once he pops Fiend's Grip.
Exactly. The Shadow Fiend has to run from the Doom. And there is nothing they can do. They don't have any sort of right-click apart from, well, the Nature's Prophet, who is forced to go into the mechanism because no one else on the side of DT has got any sort of money. Even the Tide doesn't have... wow, that's a very aggressive blink. An immediate Doom, that's a good one. BKB popped onto FNG, and well, they're at least gonna lose 2. ZXC is running away, but there's an ultimate on the Rubik. That's completely unnecessary and still gonna get the kill. Here comes Cheshire Cat, gets the spin-off, gets the dunk in just a bit, dunks him down. And well, that's all there is to it. It's a good
Epicenter, though. It was great. Epicenter's not doing quite enough damage. Now comes the Ravage. Scandal getting low. They're trying to finish him off. Afterlife finally does get it, but everyone else... Oh, man, the sleep actually went out from FNG. That was another hero going down. 5 go down for Dream Team. The buyback from the Sand King, but I'm thinking that's really going to be their only set of defense here. They have a buyback on the SF as well as the Furion, but... The SF without souls and the Furion, neither one of those is going to be able to do a whole lot to stop this incoming push from Power Rangers.
Yeah, also SF went Blink. They needed... I mean, going for the Blink is the one shot you have. If you have a sick Ravage on like 3 people, or like 4 people, and an Epicenter to boot, suddenly you just blink in and blow everyone up. That's a really good call if you're behind from Nubik. It just didn't work out in the end. And Rubik stealing the Kelling Blade, that's completely... And I mean, it's meaningless at this point. It's a very nice stun here once again from PGG, but look at him just dropping. He's just dead. He tried to defend something, and he was just dead. That's how strong Power Rangers are at the moment. Complete domination from them.
Yeah, now the axe is actually hitting pretty hard. His right clicks are damn dangerous with that Mjolnir. They take a Rats, back up, probably going to go do Roshan as it is up right now. And with an Aegis advantage, seems like nothing is going to stop Power Rangers from tying up this series. We do have Scotty as well as AC picked up by the Doom. Moon has just a BKB, but another 3,500 gold on him. We're soon going to be seeing an Aghanim Scepter finished up by the Shadow Shaman. Cheshire Cat, we're already talking about his items, man, all day, every day. FNG obviously has the BKB, and there's just not much to talk about on the Radiant side because they've had sort of the same items.
We're getting caught out here. Where's your dunk? There's your dunk. He's godlike. Look at those spins, man. Precision spins. And hell yeah, if you just chop someone's head off. And Goblak is going to be happy about his item because, well, everyone is happy when there's some heads flowing around. Especially the X. Damn, this guy. And also,
oh shit, I didn't even notice that. I was like, what in the world are you saying? Goblak here? What are you high, Pimpmuckl? Jesus Christ. Taking a little bit from your own supply there. But I see. You know, Goblak was able to win some items.
I'm always checking. I don't know. I just have an eye for this sort of stuff. That's why I always be chatting between broadcasts.
It's just like faded into like I don't even notice it anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I only notice it until somebody says something.
Yeah, I'm like casting for like what 3.5 months or something. It's still. I'm still more of a spectator. I feel like so. Yeah. I see. Hey, come on. There's someone I know got an item. That's so nice.
Well, we now have, if he wasn't taking enough already with bajillions of armor and a Reaver Heart being finished up for him, so he is tanky as hell. He now has a second life. Honestly,
okay, so
how long do you think? Like 5 heroes, all 5 heroes of Dream Team, try and focus down.
Epicenter,
yeah, Epicenter go in. Ravage, good. They are going to be able to pop 2 heroes here. Moon able to get the leap off.
My God.
FNG pops a BKB, turn around on PGG, but unable to survive and get the kill. Cheshire Cat, meanwhile, coming in from the side. Already dunked on the SF. Going to be able to kill. The Rubik goes down as Doom comes in. And Cheshire Cat's just going to keep on going. Meanwhile, in this bottom team fight, PGG going to be able to teleport out. Furion not quite as lucky, so those 2 heroes go down. ZXC desperately trying to like push this lane or draw some attention, anything, but Cheshire Cat with that crazy fast attack speed is beating down on this Rags. He may not have the greatest physical damage in the world, but goddamn, he attacks fast. There goes the Burrow Strike. Cheshire Cat taking a lot of damage already. Maybe thinking about, yeah, it looks like he's going to go down here, but maybe he can get some sort of desperate kill if he could just start spinning a whole bunch. Gets a little bit of extra armor. Another Burrow Strike goes down, and he will tick out. That was 1,400 gold going the way of PGG, who now has an SNY. Yes, Sanjanyasha.
Sold it. Oh, thank God, he's not throwing.
All right, so he's going halberd. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What? No, I was like...
A little bit better, I want to say. You know,
yeah, slightly better, especially dealing with the Doom, who's right now hitting 600 damage criticals.
Yeah, back to your question, Doom. If you want to kill him, you need 18.5 hours with Aegis. That's my guess.
That's
made
very,
of
very
this.
exact. Arrow, not even needed. Jesus, now PGG's going to go down as Doom is
Arrow
up on
stolen.
him. Oh, yeah, it's going to be turned
I mean,
around on
Scandal,
Scandal. It's just a ultimate place. He's taking nothing. I think he's out regenning Afterlife right now. He's sitting there. He's like committed. He's like, whatever, man. Kill me if you must. I'm going to get as many right clicks as possible. Axe thinking about diving into the fountain. Looks like the rest of Power Rangers don't want to do that just yet. They're going to go back to taking the racks. Moonlight Shadow going down. Arrow's going to land on Scandal once again. Here comes the epicenter. He's going to maybe get a kill. No, BKB activated by FNG. He's going to be able to prevent that one. Jesus, look, it's just your cat, though. Picking up 2 different kills, one after the other. Dunks both of them. And now with everybody dead for Dream Team, they finally will call the GG. After what was over a 40,000 gold lead. My God, over a 30,000 gold lead, 40,000 experience. Insanity. Power Rangers coming back in Game 2, doing a great job after what was a pretty rough Game 1. So another tied-up series in the Dota 2 Champions League.
Damn. That was an X show. It was so good. It was so ridiculously good. Also, heads off to Scandal that he actually managed to pick up a very early kill on the Shadow Fiend in the mid lane without anyone rotating in. And that's really surprising because in the current meta, we mentioned it in the draft and when we talked about how we see new mids and stuff. Like getting a solo kill is so hard nowadays because everyone is just abusing bot lane, is always topped off. You're not hanging out the mid lane with like 200 HP. Just doesn't happen. So, well, Scandal. Big plays, 18-1 and 15, a true raid boss, and even a heart, even in the end screen, and 784 GPM. Jesus, holy smokes!
And of course, we got to give a shout out to Cheshire Cat, who was part of
that was
31 kills at the end of the game. 31 out of the 52 kills were from the Axe, whether kills or assists. That is insanity, considering Axe doesn't have like a big AoE to be able to take everybody in these team fights. That was just straight him just having a gigantic impact in team fights. So really well done by both of those players, and the whole entire PR squad just killed it this game. So tied up 1-1. That is going to be the last game of the night, and I can finally go get me some food. That's what I want. Pimpmuckl, though, he was the one joining me. Well, of course, shout out to all my co-casters, starting with, well, we'll call him a co-caster, Toby1. You can follow him at Toby1Dota. Yeah, I also had Arise in the second series. You could follow him at Arise, AR1SE_3012. Just put in Arise and look for the Magnus, pretty much. And of course, my co-caster for this series was Pimpmuckl at PIMPMUCKL.
Perfect.
No E.
No.
Is that actually how it's spelled? I know
Yeah.
that's an actual thing in Germany.
No, it's coming from Pimpmuckl, and the Pimpmuckl is Piummuckl. So yeah, it is without an E.
Okay. Interesting. Well, you have any last thoughts? Any other shout-outs? Anything like that?
I'm just completely blown away. I love to watch Power Rangers. I was surprised when Cheshire Cat picked the X up because I was casting a game for JDL when they go aggro try with Dazzle and Abaddon. I think also against Relax, funnily enough. And it was Scandal racking up like 10 kills in 10 minutes. It was so good. So yeah, Power Rangers, I'm a huge fan.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. If it is still going on, you should, just go over to twitch.tv/joinDotaRed. Yeah, I'm just pulling it up. It looks like the...
EG is doing really good.
Oh, man, it's tied up, too.
Yeah,
it's tied up 1-1. So it is a best
work.
of 5. So go over to twitch.tv/joinDotaRed. Go check out the series between Evil Geniuses and Team Liquid that is currently being casted by Toby1 as well as Syndrin. That is definitely a choice, so go cast that. They are getting into their 4th game of the series right now. So, guys, thanks so much for tuning in once again. We'll see you guys tomorrow for more Dota 2 Champions League every single day. We've got more, and more. So, just keep constantly. Just go to joindota.com. Look to see when Join Dota Red and when Join Dota Daily Motion Stream are going to be up, because we are going to be casting every single game. Coming up next, though, we also have the ESL Chinese qualifiers starting. That's going to be the big change. So that's going to be happening on Tuesday this next week is where we get those really, really early mornings. So go check that out. That is going to be a change-up. So Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time on the live stream.
You know how I do.